Hi, this is Jade Harrell, host and producer of Sunday Morning Live. And you're listening to the Sunday Morning Live podcast, a chance to get what you missed. Sunday Morning Live is a public affairs program designed to provide our listeners the latest information, news, and issues of concern for the St. Louis community, the nation, and the world. For booking information, questions, ideas, or comments, please contact me at 314-333-8369 or jade@clearchannel.com.
The all-new Magic 100.3 is KMJM-FM, Bridgeton, St. Louis, an iHeart radio station. The views and opinions of the following show are not necessarily views and opinions of Clear Channel Media Entertainment, its staff, or management. We're addressing the issues that affect your family, the issues that impact St. Louis. It's Sunday Morning Live with your host, Jade Harrell, on the all-new Magic 100.3.
Man, it's real easy to get off in the zone with Stevie Wonder, but we are back Sunday morning Live. It's going to take me a second. Maybe you guys can help me with the new name. I don't know if we go Saturday in case we get bumped to Monday or they decide to put us on Wednesday, but we need something that will last. By the way, this program is a legacy program, been on the air for over 30 years in various forms, from 2 hours to 4 hours to 30 minutes to 1 hour, early in the morning, mid-afternoon. So let's keep it strong. I always say let's keep the community conversation going. I want to share with you some information now to help build our community. Our businesses deserve a fighting chance. And we've got some wonderful things to offer with the various ideas. We're such a creative, talented, strong people. Let me just give you this quick invitation so you know what I'm talking about. Register today for the 2014 MOKAN Minority Business Symposium, Bridging Rhetoric to Reality, on Thursday, May 8th and Friday, May 9th. This symposium will provide business development and partnership opportunities for small and large businesses. We will hold this event at the Union Station Hotel in downtown St. Louis. Visit MOKANSymposium.com for sponsorship, registration, and event information. Or call 314-454-9675, 314-454-WORK. All right. So I am joined now by the talented, multifaceted, dynamic Yaphette Amin. Good morning, Yaphette.
Good morning, Miss Jade. How are you?
I am fantastic-nomical and so glad to be with you this morning. So welcome to Saturday.
Thank you.
I know
it is Saturday,
it is
and we
Saturday.
are up bright and early making it happen today.
Yes, ma'am. This is just one of the many things we're going to accomplish today, so glad to say. But for our Saturday listeners, please tell us more about MOKAN and about this awesome symposium coming up.
Well, first of all, I'd like to thank you for the opportunity to talk about our upcoming symposium and expose your listeners to a great opportunity to advance their business. According to the U.S. Census Bureau, there are over 2 million minority firms in the United States. Mm-hmm. Can you believe that?
I did not know that.
Yes. And these firms generate in excess of $205 billion in sales annually. This is yearly. Mm-hmm. This growth is important because minority businesses do what? They create jobs. Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. They build wealth in our communities, and they help to advance the future of our community.
That's right.
What we are doing today is trying to invite all of your listeners to MOKAN's Minority Business Symposium. We have titled this program Bridging Rhetoric to Reality.
Yes.
So in essence, this is about all the entities, public, private, nonprofit, that say we want minority businesses, we want female businesses, we want to do work with you. This is how you take what you say and make that happen. Mm-hmm. You know, your grandmother, your mother used to say, you walk the walk, but you got to talk the talk. That's exactly where we are today, saying on May 8th and 9th, we're not only going to talk that talk, we're going to walk those walks and bridge those minority businesses with public and private and sector entities to help them expand their business growth and capacity building opportunities.
Absolutely. Now, listeners, if you did not realize how vital your business is, how vital your business idea is, if you haven't even launched yet, you would want to find out more about what it would take to really get entrenched. If you got the idea, you don't want to just create something that's a verbal thing. You want something that'll be lasting, that you can also build your legacy on, that you can also make a difference in the community. But it's very vital. Did you hear how much money and how many employment opportunities come from your small businesses? Clear Channel's a huge company, employs a lot of people, but the small businesses collectively can make just as much of an impact. So if you have questions, you have access to the creator and the founder here, 556-6100, 556-6100 with your questions about this symposium. So Yaphette, tell them what MOKAN does.
Yes, well, MOKAN has actually been in existence for 39 years.
And the acronym stands for?
It stands for Missouri and Kansas. Mm-hmm. And we were founded in 1974 by minority business owners who wanted to have an entity that would advocate and expand business opportunities for them. So we work with public, private, nonprofit entity sector partners in our attempts to try to assist them in committing more strongly to diversity and inclusion. We, back in the late 80s, worked with former Mayor Vincent Shamel to establish the City Executive Order 28, which is actually a goal-oriented program that says that on all city procurement contracts that 25% of those contract opportunities shall go to minority businesses, and that larger businesses should make efforts to include them, and that 5% of those goals should go to women business entities. Or 5% of those business opportunities should go to women businesses, and there are goals set for that. So we work with entities to expose them to the benefits of including small businesses, minority businesses, and how that makes sense for our community.
Now, spell that out for us, too. Why does that make sense, and what are the benefits?
It makes sense for our community because people who live in your community, when they work in the various communities that they live, they pay taxes in those communities. They contribute now to the strength and the life of the community versus taking from the community. How many times have you found somebody sitting around with nothing to do, no job, nothing positive, then contributing to the detriment of the community?
Well, what's more, if we are working and we have money, we have to buy and do and take part in the services and have the products, but we have nowhere to patron.
That's exactly correct.
And that's also detrimental as well.
That's exactly correct. So when you are working, then you spend that money in those communities that you work. Statistically, we find that people who do not live in our communities, who come into our communities to work, they take 60 cents of every dollar back with them.
Oh, wow.
So when it's about advancing our city, advancing our region, it makes sense to educate and employ people who live in our city and our region. Yes, and we found historically that minority business owners do that. They hire people who look like them, who understand their communities and understand how to deliver the best products to people who live in those communities. So, Jay, we are really excited about the various presentations that we have, partners that will be coming on with us. We'll be discussing the importance of certifications. A lot of businesses are owned by African Americans, but they're not necessarily certified as an African American owned business. And people need to understand why it's important to get certified.
And what are some of the benefits? What is really, in many cases, necessary to be certified as a minority business?
That's correct. I mentioned earlier about the city goals for 25% business inclusion. Those goals are only applicable to businesses who are certified by the city of St. Louis. These businesses who would participate with the city, they would have to be certified in order to count as a minority business.
And in order to gain that additional business, or at least acknowledgement, recognition for the chance to do business.
Exactly. We found largely that entities who establish a diversity program. They have goals for diversity. They want to ensure that those businesses are vetted and that they are truly minority or women-owned businesses.
And we can learn about this at the symposium as well.
That's correct.
Well, before you go, let me just make sure we get the information out. Can you send out the invitation as well to our listeners so that we can make sure we attend? And I'll be sure to keep mentioning up until the actual date where they can register, how they can take part.
Yes, so the MOKAN Business Symposium is Thursday, May 8th and Friday, May 9th at the St. Louis Union Station Hotel. They can go to find out more information about the symposium at MOKANSymposium.com. So that's MOKANSYMPOSIUM.com. Or they can also call our office at 314-454-WORK.
454-WORK.
Yes, 314-454-9675.
Well, the one thing I most certainly can do is post this still on the KMJM.com Sunday Morning Live page. Whatever the name is, I will make sure that the link and the flyer is available so that you do not miss this opportunity to grow, develop, and take your business to the next level. Thank you so much, Yaphette.
No, we appreciate you, and we look forward to talking to your listeners, Jade.
All right, we'll see y'all there.
Okay, bye-bye.
Bye-bye. All right, next up, the president is in the building. The president of the Board of Aldermen, that is, and most certainly is making strides and differences for us. We'll be right back. It's Saturday Morning Live on Magic 100.3.
Sunday Morning Live has been a cornerstone of the St. Louis community for over 30 years. In-studio guests include community organizations, political experts, professionals, and celebrities. Sunday Morning Live gives listeners the opportunity to dialogue with our guests and express their opinions. Take part, share your voice, and become connected. Be sure to check out our blog at kmjm.com, keyword Sunday Morning. Like us and follow us on Facebook at SMLSTL and keep the conversation going. Sunday Morning Live on Magic 100.3.
You've been listening to Sunday Morning Live, a public affairs program of the all-new Magic 100.3. The views and opinions of today's show were not necessarily the views and opinions of Clear Channel Media and Entertainment, its staff or management. Thank you for listening.